My precious friend passed away. I am 53 years old and have been listening to and studying the teachings of Jongbab for 3 years. Recently, after learning about Jongbab, I lost my precious friend, and since that day my heart has been aching like never before. That person was truly one of my best friends. We had a great connection and a similar outlook on life. Having lost such a precious friend, I would like to understand what study is presenting itself and what message nature is offering me. When does a heart grieve and break? When a person truly close to you passes away. This moment is truly unbearable. You were brought together so closely in order to repay a great debt from your past life. Nature would not have taken away a person who was close to you if you were living in harmony together, accomplishing this great task. When we are born, each of us carries a basic energy level that varies from person to person. It can be a level of 7, 20, 40, 70, and so on. This means that during your work here on Earth, you can develop your skills until you reach your assigned level. Living according to this level makes your life very comfortable. When you live this way without doing right by the person next to you, nature gives you an initial signal. Who will be the first to be sacrificed? In order to help you, God the Father may appear cruel, so that he can help you. When a mother and father, not going about their lives correctly, fight, what happens? A child may die. Do you think it would be the most rebellious son, the one who never listens? No. That boy will not be touched. It will happen to the most beloved child, the one you invested in more than any other. How beautiful my son was. And if such an event occurs, what happens? Your heart will break. Children are sacrificed in order to get their parents back on the right track. Conversely, to lead children, nature sacrifices the parents. To know what pain is, one must experience it. Through the sacrifice of those closest to you, a very difficult study remains for those still living. Should any of your friends or family members pass away before their time, you should carry on the work they could not do in life. And if you do not do this, nothing in your life will go well. Initially, you will experience pain, maybe even a slight pain. But if you end up in the hospital, know that you'll soon visit that hospital again and again. If you are swindled, certainly you will be defrauded again, and each time the amount will be greater. If you cannot understand what is happening to you, the next time can only be worse. Things can't go any easier. If you happen to experience a bereavement, you should understand that it is an event of the utmost importance. You may think that this is the greatest pain you will ever experience. But if over time that pain is not healed through study and understanding, you will not be spared from experiencing further pain, even worse than the first. Those who were born in Daehanmingguk, the original name of Korea, are one family. We who were born in this place together must perform an operation. Certain people among us, through their sacrifice, are offering us the opportunity to understand the necessity of accomplishing what we have been assigned. In this way, through an accident and the sacrifice of the people involved, nature gives us a strong signal to make us aware. If we do not do our duty, nature shakes us vehemently. Why does nature strongly shake us? To open our eyes and become aware. This is exactly what's happening in society today. Have you not seen what has recently happened to our children? Referring to the incident on October 29, 2022, in which many young people tragically died on Halloween night in Seoul. And what do the authorities do in such cases? They argue amongst themselves, blaming others. By continuing down this road, it can only happen again. And if it is not understood the second time, the third time will certainly be even worse. Let's look at what's happening here in Korea. We rank at the top of the world in terms of suicide. If we let time pass without searching for a reason, time will come when a far greater jolt than this will arrive. Things go like this. Whether they are small or big, they happen all around you. Now you must prepare yourselves to do exactly what you have come here to do. If you have not understood until now, Ask me to teach you one step at a time. Then you may do your best to accomplish even that which your friend could not accomplish. In this way, your friend would be comforted. Since you two are very close, if you cannot comfort him in this way, he will continue to follow you and remain by your side. This wouldn't have happened if in life you hadn't been so close. Imagine a couple spending a good life together. If at some point one of them were to sacrifice themselves, passing away prematurely, then it will be up to the other to complete the unfinished work of the partner. And the one who passed away will continue to follow the other step by step. If, on the other hand, a couple separated because the relationship had become miserable, in this case, when one of them dies, the other would no longer have any reason to follow. Attachment occurs when the human does not comfort the spirit. Now, even if you are left alone, it will still be difficult for other people to approach you. Because of that attachment, your friend is always at your side like a shadow. You have not been able to complete your journey together, so they cannot distance themselves from you. Your relationship was not complicated. You lived well together, so that person is always present in your thoughts. If it happened that someone was giving you grief, even a little bit, you would turn away, maybe hide to cry, thinking of them. If, on the other hand, your relationship with them had been so strained that you no longer wanted to see them, you certainly wouldn't have experienced these problems. Instead, it is normal for you to cry now. Ah, what mistakes must I have made for them to have sacrificed themselves? This is the thought you should have. And so you can say, I'm going to do it. I really will do what you couldn't do. If you live like this, you will show them true friendship. Life does not finish when we die. In this life you are bound. So don't just be sad. I will do what you could not accomplish in life. Yes, so you also commit yourself to study with me. You have to talk to them just like that.